Hi, I'm Beth, and welcome to Kunes Car Convos. Today we're driving a GMC Terrain, and we're going to be talking to our friends from downtown Lake Geneva about Murals in Motion. All right, so welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Ooh, this is nice.
Yeah. Luxury. All right, just gotta look this up. This one. All right, so we're gonna go to the downtown area.
Perfect.
We'll just kind of circle around down there. All right, so tell us about yourselves.
So my name's Alexandria Benanti, and I'm the executive director of the Lake Geneva Business Improvement District. It's also known as Downtown Lake Geneva. And I brought with me today my co-chair for our mural program, Alethea.
Hi, Alethea.
She's been on the bid board of directors for several years, and we've been working together on this mural project coming into town this May.
Wow.
And yeah, we work together on a lot of different marketing campaigns and supporting small businesses.
Cool. So, can you tell us how long you guys have been involved with downtown Lake Geneva?
Sure. So I've been the executive director for about a year and a half. Prior to that, I worked for a marketing organization in Lake Geneva. So sat with them as a community member for about two years, and started working on their mural committee, about almost 3 years ago?
So this has been in the making for 3 years.
Yes.
Wow.
So I've been on the bid board. I was on the board of directors for almost 4 years now. This is kind of my last year of this 2-year term. But we started working on murals about 3 years ago, and it has been a labor of love.
For sure.
And it's also been exhausting in all the best ways. So we have gotten the ordinance changed in order to allow murals in Lake Geneva. We've found different artists from all over the country. It's been an extensive and exhausting experience, but it's been so amazing, and I'm so excited to see paint come alive on these walls.
That is so cool. We're gonna come back to that, but first, can you tell us what is the objective of Murals in Motion?
So for us as a business improvement district, our whole purpose is to support small business development. So my job is to kind of bring attractions into the community, market businesses. We do some events that help bring cash registers for our small businesses. And for us, we do a lot of beautification efforts. Right now, we currently do spring plantings, all our flower pots, our Christmas decor, and then our installations. For us, thinking about murals, we really wanted to just bring life to the community in a different way than the traditional water tourist town.
Yeah.
We love our lake, and we're honoring our lake in several of the paintings. But we, wanted to just bring some diverse talent here, and we have a great artistic community that has really needed to be tapped into.
You really do. You have a very vibrant community here in Lake Geneva, so this is really, really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things is I grew up here. I grew up literally in downtown Lake Geneva. So I have seen these walls as blank canvases my whole life for opportunities to paint art and celebrate our artistic community. We have so many talented people who live and work in the area. So we're really excited that this year with Murals in Motion, we're involving most of the artists are from the area within the region, or actually from Lake Geneva. So we're excited to celebrate them.
Yeah. Can you tell me more about the artists and how you selected them? How did you find these artists? I told you I knew Sabrina, who's one of the artists.
Yeah.
But how did you find all these artists?
Sure. So we had a call to artists that went out in late December, early January, and the artists had to submit different pieces and different renderings of what they thought would look great in the area. We have a committee that's 5 members of our committee, Alex and I, Janine Osborne with Harbor Shores, Sue Hughes, and Francisco Loyola. And we sat down for approximately 3 hours and poured over all of these submissions. We had over 60 submissions come in.
Yeah, we had an interest for about 100 artists from across the world. We had people from Peru, Mexico, Greece, sending inquiries, and we had a lot to review. And I mean, we did the 3-hour thing. However, we spent like a whole weekend prior to that doing like our independent like research of each of those pieces and picking our top 10.
Yeah.
So we narrowed it down to there, which was so hard. And then, yeah, we duked it out for a while of what would be best on the wall placement, what would match the colors. We were lucky. Francisco Loyola has been a muralist, has done other creative processes with art. Alethea is an artist as well. So they really knew the ins and outs of the logistics of how is color going to fade over time? How is, this going to present at certain distances with different wear and tear? And we got all different perspectives.
Yeah.
Which was amazing.
The artistic process is definitely a very dynamic one. And like, that's like the craziest part about it is I feel like seeing it go from concept to creation.
Yes.
So that is what I'm really, really looking forward to. So when you were looking for your participants, what was the guideline? Like, did you have a theme that you put out there, like make it fit this theme? Or did people just get to pick their own?
Yeah, we gave suggestions based on incorporating our local history, our local fauna and landscape, and we had to have the guidelines legally that no politics, religion, anything of that nature. So we just really wanted something that spoke to what Lake Geneva is all about, but we wanted it to be diverse. So we allowed a lot of freedoms there, and the pieces that we picked for this year I think really pay homage to the lake life and to some of our historical and cultural backgrounds. We have a really cool mural that is, I think, Alethea's favorite subject.
I really thought it was so important to celebrate Dungeons & Dragons in our community.
Okay, tell us about that for the people that don't know about that.
So Gary Gygax lived in Lake Geneva when he developed the game Dungeons & Dragons. And this year we're so lucky that it's the 50th anniversary of Dungeons & Dragons being developed. So I personally don't play the game, but I do have quite a few friends who do, and I have a lot of connections to that sort of nerd community, and I say that with love because I really love them. So I thought it was so important that one of the pieces really had to celebrate Gary and his commitment to Lake Geneva and how it all came from here. So Chris, I'm going to say his name wrong. Chris is a really great artist, and he is from Lake Geneva, and he is doing this amazing Art Deco inspired Dungeons & Dragons piece that will be painted on panels in the Lake City Social parking lot during the event, and then will be installed after. And we're hoping to kind of work with the Gygax Foundation with that piece being installed in conjunction with their Dragon Days. So we're really excited about that.
That is so cool. I didn't know that there was a mural for that.
Yeah.
So I've seen the the paintings that are being showcased, but
it's a really subtle that.
Yeah.
So you can see it on our in our presentation of art. And it's beautiful, but people who know the game, people who know the history, will be able to see those little pieces. It's a fun.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's a fun piece.
All right. So tell us about the other artists.
Sure. Yeah, one of my favorite pieces that's going on 234 Broad Street. It's going to be an alleyway that's really nice and open space. Is a nod to our Native American history. We have a lot of pieces of local fauna, our waterway. We have different wildflowers that are native to Lake Geneva. And these artists are from South Carolina. They really did their research of the whole area, and just really excited to see that one. It's a very large piece. We really wanted to talk about the Potawatomi tribe that helped establish that lakeshore path that is accessible to the public to walk through, and that's kind of one of the most prominent focal points of visiting Lake Geneva. So
yes,
we're excited about that.
Then we have local artist Neil Aspinall. He's a graphic artist and illustrator in the area, and he created a piece last year that's a vintage postcard Lake Geneva, greetings from Lake Geneva kind of piece, where each letter of the alphabet of Lake Geneva has a little micro image of a different area or different attraction in the area. And
that is so cool because that's not something that you can pick up in the screenshot that you have on the website.
Yeah, they have a nod to Winterfest. Yeah. Actually, Visit Lake Geneva is the sponsor for that particular piece.
Yep.
And it really pays a nod to everything that's in that community. And Yeah, kind of the impetus of our program.
Yeah, Neil, that whole piece kind of started everything. And so we're really excited that he's working with us to get this mural program kicked off the ground. And we have a sign painter out of Kenosha. His name is Dean Tawater, and he is actually going to paint Neil's piece on the Melgus Real Estate Building.
Yes.
So we're pretty excited about that one because that was kind of the launch of everything. We also have two local artists, Sabrina and Fabrienne, and they're doing this really colorful, joyful piece of these three girls jumping off of a pier into the water at sunset.
Yeah.
And that, it's important to have color. It's important to have joy in the town and in the community. So that was a big part of it too. And we're excited for that piece to go up on the wall at 120 Broad Street, right on that Sterling Works wall by Guacstar and Bob's Meat Shack.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we have another mural that's being painted directly on the wall from an artist. His name's Dustin, and he comes from the Rockford, Chicagoland area, and he's doing a really vibrant piece of floral artwork off of, what is the address on that? That's the Christie. 830, what? No, I'm sorry. It's 834 West Broad Main Street. So, and it's going to be really like an entrance point into coming into the city. So if you're, heading east from, Delavan or anywhere else in Walworth County, coming off of that area, the entrance, that gateway into Lake Geneva, you're going to see this vibrant piece with all wildflowers and just pops of color. And we really think it's going to activate that space as, because it's just traditionally a parking lot with a few storefronts. So I think that's going to showcase that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. But we also have a couple extra surprise pieces that we have not published yet. So.
Oh, that's exciting.
So you have to come to the event to see those. We have two other murals that are being painted live that we have not announced, and then we have a special little, we'll call him a friend, who's going to be out and about during the event as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so cool. Okay, so how do people see these? You gave the locations of them.
Yep.
And so for those of you that don't know, it's like they're actually going to be painting these like you can come during the week to see these murals being created.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. So May 14th through, May 15th through 19th is when they're going to start painting everything. And we did create an event around it called Murals in Motion. So not only can you see the painting live time, but we have different activities throughout the week. We'll have like a pop-up beer garden at Lake City Social on Friday through Sunday. We have a really awesome local gallery walk from various artists in the region that will be inside businesses, so you can go pop in and see different art pieces. That's going to be Friday night from 5 to 7. And there's also
student and adult.
Yes.
Not just adults that are painting for that event.
Okay. Yeah, so you can see a lot of kids in the area contributed artwork, so it's really fun and interactive that way. And we'll actually be auctioning off some of our pieces to help support future art in the area.
Oh, cool.
So that's going to be 5 to 7 on Friday, and then during that time there's going to be a musical performance by some Native American dancers by the O2 Lounge that's relocated at 234 Broad Street.
Okay.
We're going to have some interactive painting opportunities at Lake City Social's parking lot, and then over the weekend we have even more activation. We have in Flatiron Park where a couple of muralists will be painting. You'll be able to see that, but we'll be having a paint-in where a lot of local artists will be creating art on the downtown sidewalks or in the park. They'll be selling some of their wares, so a little artisan market. And we'll have yoga in the park for families. We have a chalk art activity. We have face painters. We have just everything we can think of to try to, just engage the community in all different art forms.
That sounds so great, and it sounds like you guys can hit it from like all ages of life. So
well, and the greatest thing is it's free.
Right.
Pretty much everything is free.
Oh.
There's a few things where they're charging like a nominal fee for a kid's craft just to cover the cost of the materials, but almost everything for this event is free and open to the community. We also engaged art through music, so we're having buskers going playing music throughout town on the weekend, 12 to 4, all throughout the downtown area, both Saturday and Sunday too. So art to us isn't just paint on a wall. Art is chalk. Art is
Music.
painting and music, and there's so many versions of of how art can be amazing, and we're really excited to have this as part of our community.
We're even doing a pop-up alleyway dinner on Saturday night with Magpies, Pen and Den, and several different local businesses are going to be contributing. Medusa's is supplying a dessert for it. O2 Lounge is doing a mocktail during dinner. We have a craft beverage at Thumbs Up. We're going to finish the night at Geneva Tap House, and if the weather is nice, there might be a little bonfire kind of thing. So we really want to include all our businesses, all our community, and just everything that we have to offer.
So cool.
Yeah.
So what else can folks look forward to from downtown Lake Geneva?
Sure. So, after all these murals they're going to be staying here for a minimum of 5 years. So you'll definitely have to come check it out. And we're going to plan on creating more artistic events in the future for that. But we also host several different events. We do our Maxwell Street Days every year in August for our small businesses. They're just, really promoting the end of the season shopping. And we do some live music out in that event too. We have our Oktoberfest annually that we do in downtown streets on Broad Street. It's a fun block party.
And that's over Columbus Day weekend if
Yes.
you're looking at the dates.
Okay.
It's always on Columbus Day weekend. A lot of people have reached out, and we will have more information on our website after this Murals in Motion kind of wraps up for that. May 19th, we'll start to really dive deep into Oktoberfest.
Yep. And then we do 2 wine walks a year. We just finished up our spring wine walk, but we'll be doing a fall one in November, which is the perfect time to kind of get your pre-Christmas shopping done.
Yeah.
And get a sneak peek of everything that's coming into the stores for the season. And then we kind of wrap up our year with our holidays. We do a whole weekend event of Shop Small Weekend, and we do our Christmas tree lighting and really celebrate the town coming to life on that Black Friday weekend.
Very cool. Well, okay. I guess that's awesome.
Perfect.
I have no other questions.
Perfect.
If you're in the area, May 15th through the 19th, come see the artists in action. If not, join us for years to come and see their murals on the walls.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I really love this car. It's a smooth ride.
Yeah.